What's up, everybody? My name's Indy, and that is Ash. That's Miss Pepster. Ash Kayson. That's how you pronounce your last name, huh?
Kayson.
Kayson. Wow. At least I got it right this time. Kayson. That's from the South, is why. Kayson. Yeah, so this is after the event with Ash and Indy. We are going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to talk about the event. We'll be talking about what's next for IGB. We'll be talking about pitch deck reviews, all that cool stuff. So we are so happy to see you.
They're probably like, them again? Didn't I just see them on Wednesday?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you have questions, go ahead and post them, whatever, in there. Post them in Discord. I'm looking at Discord too, so.
Yeah. All right. I got Discord up as well. All right. Okay. So let's start this, Dan, by talking about the common themes we saw on Wednesday for our IGB sessions.
First, what was your favorite one? You already know what my favorite one is.
I think my favorite one is the same as your favorite one. Just don't put Margarita
to sleep. Yes. I wanted to say it at the same time because that was profound. Honestly, right, we're talking about the pitch deck presentations from yesterday. And if you didn't watch them, I am actually going to post a link to our YouTube channel so you can watch them. But yes, don't put Margarita to sleep. That was super important.
Yeah. So come in, keep the energy up, do all the good things. If you come in with low energy or your deck is just not captivating, you're going to put Margarita to sleep, and that's never a good thing.
And what are the different ways she was talking about, and others, of putting to sleep? Too much text, a bunch of text. Oh my gosh, so much text. Did you want to talk about do you want to just go down our little list that we got?
Sure. So one of the main common things we saw on Wednesday was everybody spoke about emotions, showing your emotions while pitching your deck. So show it, connect with it, and you can also lure people in with it. So it could be something as basic as, like, they talked about using a common interest to start getting that connection right off the bat. So, like, it could be something as simple as, we're all in the games industry because we love games. What is your favorite genre? What is your favorite game of all times? Or anything like that can start building that emotion and that connection, which apparently is a really good way to, like, seal a deal or to keep advancing or to keep interest. So make sure you show emotion.
That's awesome. Now, connect on a personal human level, and also what Hugo said, which is down the list further, but know your investors or your publishers. What they drink and eat can tell a lot about them. Like, if Hugo was talking specifically about investors, like going out to lunch with them, seeing what they drink, if they have a beer, if they have water, if they have what they do, can tell a lot about them. He also told the story of he went into this person's office and they had all of this amazing artwork on the walls. And so they had a pitch they were preparing, they were going to give to this person, but at the last second, Hugo switched to a different pitch that was more about artwork. There was another pitch that they had, and people were like, "Why did you switch?" And he's like, "Well, look at this. This is an obvious clue as to what this person is interested in," and it really did. It hit him in the emotions. He really connected. So I thought that was kind of cool.
And I'll touch base on what Margarita brought up. So about the whole keeping it human and knowing who your investors are. Know, like, who you're actually reaching out to. She brought up the fact that she's a female that identifies as female, and she'll get, like, "Hey man, hey bro," stuff like that in just a copy paste email. We don't like being called man, bro. Like, make sure you know who you're reaching out to. Use names, put in just that few minutes of extra while catering your email to make it a bit more personal and not just like a "Sup, dude, how are you?" Because not everybody appreciates that.
Right.
Like, I call everybody dude, but bro, man, brother, stuff like that.
I have not been called dude by you one time. Maybe when you were mad.
I call people dude. I call my mom dude. And she's like, "Don't dude me." And I'm just like, "Dude, come on." So like dude is like my word that's for everyone. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. One of the people in your org despises dude. Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm a millennial, but like dude is just my standard, or like you guys. I don't
use guys.
You guys.
Well, since I moved to Florida, it's become y'all.
Y'all. See, I'm not a southerner, so
I'm not a southerner neither. I'm from the West Coast, but yeah. So along those lines, also like shotgunning your presentation, your emails, just like I'm going to send it to 50 people, all the same stuff. It's probably not a good idea. Silver Lightning says, dude.
I'm a dude, you're a dude, we're all dudes.
I'm
like,
a dude.
I don't know.
He's a dude. You're a dude. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, just shotgunning that email. I mean, it seems like it would be efficient, but it's not really. You really want to tailor. You want to tailor your email and even your presentation to who it is you're pitching. And it's like you don't want to pitch your Metroidvania game to a company that does, ARPGs or whatever. That just shows that you didn't do your research, right?
Research is very, very important. Think about it this way. You're wasting your own time and you're losing your own time when you're just, cold calling without looking into them. Take that little bit of extra time to figure out, okay, I'm working on a cozy game. Who is going to be the best publishers to reach out to? Who's going to be the best investors? See who specializes in cozy or has like a really high percentage of cozy games that they do. Just taking that little bit of extra time, it's going to save you in the long run, and it's going to probably open up more opportunities just because you did your homework.
Right. And this kind of leads up to there's practice and polish. Practice your pitch. In the pitch deck event, the pitch competition, there were some people that were very well practiced at their pitch. It just rolled. Hello, Main Stark, welcome. It just rolled off their tongue. It was amazing. I'm sorry you guys can't see it, but it was. There were some amazing pitches done in that. So practice it and polish it, revise it, practice it and polish it. But don't get so in the nitty gritty to where you are just like thinking so in depth about a lot of things.
Being robotic.
Because your pitch is supposed to be a high level of what your baby is. It doesn't need massive details into it. It just needs to be not super high level, but it needs to be bullet pointed high level, not paragraphs, which actually leads into the next thing. It's your baby. Treat your presentation. This is your game. Your game is your baby. So treat your presentation. That's part of your baby. Don't just be like, oh, okay, I'm just doing this presentation. I mean, that's super important, right? What did Athena say here?
One of the pitches from the server from a while ago was a Victorian flower planting game, but didn't think of leaning into the aesthetics of the time. I think I know whose deck that was.
And sometimes you're so inside of stuff. I know, when I'm working on a project or a game, I liken it to this. Have you ever tried to pick a font? So you type a word in there, you type a word in, and then you cycle through the fonts, and then after a while, that word doesn't even look like a word. It's because you're so inside of it, right? You're so inside of your game. Like the game, my very first game that I made in 2010. I was like, I don't know if this is good, if this is bad, if this is fun. You just don't even know anymore because you work on it so much. So definitely you have to get feedback and polish and practice on people for sure.
And you become unaware of typos. If you read over your deck over and over again, your brain's just going to start auto-correcting stuff. So grab people that you trust, your mom, your partner, like your grandma, your grandpa, whoever. Grab somebody else who can look at it from an outsider's perspective and be able to help you fine tune, like, that doesn't really make sense. Or like, if your family's reading it, they don't get any of it. Well, then maybe you should put a little bit of detail in it or something like that. Publishers obviously know what they're doing, but they may not be specialized in whatever genre you're presenting. So sometimes a little bit of extra information, but not like a crap ton of information, make it to where people can understand it without putting Margarita to sleep.
Yeah, like you want to be able to scan it and
Mm-hmm.
know what it is instead of having to read a bunch of paragraphs. Also, another thing I heard, especially for if you're going for funding, don't use acronyms or like gaming buzzwords because investors may not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
understand that. So it's better to just explain those things out. So, do you want to go with the next one? It's your baby?
Sure. So the main common theme, well, not main, but one of our common themes is that they see a lot of babies a day, and your game is your baby. But there's a lot of other babies out there. So if your game isn't like the cutest, most advanced baby out of all the other babies, you know, it's just not going to sit with them. So you may love your game that is your baby, but you got to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make that baby accessible and interesting, instead of just being this like, you know, random little baby. I don't know how else to explain it.
Right.
Dan, you're much more articulate than I am.
Oh, thank you. I don't think that's the case, but thanks. So it's like another thing Margarita said, which I think is brilliant. If everything is unique, then nothing is unique,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you go into your pitch like, oh, we are so passionate about this. Don't say that because every game developer is passionate about what they're doing. That's like when you see somebody and they said, I've been playing games my whole life. Okay, well, so is everybody else your age. So that's not really like a unique selling point. I mean, until you're my age, then you can, if you say you've been playing, then, that may be a unique selling point. But you really want your baby to stand out because there's a bunch of other beautiful babies. Like people that are reviewing pitch decks, they're looking at 10, 20, 30 of those a day, if not
Mm-hmm.
more. Jay looked through 121 of them last weekend. 121 pitch decks, right? And so you're thinking, oh, well, I've got my pitch deck is what, 20 slides, 15 slides. That takes a while to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet he drank a lot of coffee or
and
beer.
if your
I don't know.
deck is just not where it needs to be right out the gate, the attention span of the person who's looking at it is going to be less and less and less to where they're basically just skipping through it. And nobody wants that. Nobody.
Yeah. So just put yourself in their shoes, right? Like you see pitch deck and then it's got tons of words and tons of words. And then you go to the next one, it's got tons of words. You stayed sober. Tons of words. Like you don't want that. Bullet points. You want people to be able to scan it and understand it at the level that they need to. You don't need to go deep into lore at all, right? Like that's not the time to present your deep lore. Is with the pitch deck, because the pitch deck's supposed to be snappy and poppy and like an elevator pitch, bam, 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 snappy and poppy.
Plus, you want them wanting more. If you put in a whole slide just dedicated to your lore, then they're just like, okay, but I already know what the game's about. Like, hint at it, but don't put it all out there because you want to entice and bring people in who want to see more of your game. So,
right, like it's a liken to Steam in the fact that when you're a developer, you want people to see this awesome trailer and you want them to understand the vibe and the groove and the emotions and what's that. But that's not how people are viewing Steam. How I view Steam is I go to the page, I look at the very first video, and if there's not gameplay in the first second or so, I just skip to the middle of it. If there's no gameplay, I skip it. I'm looking specifically for gameplay, and I guarantee you that most people are. So you have to think of it like that. If you want to have logos and you're going to lose people, not because that stuff's not awesome, but that's just not the place for it, if that makes sense.
Gamers want instant gratification with stuff. If you can't grab their attention right away, man, it is hard.
Yeah, you do your pitch deck, and then when they're interested, then later on you can get on in depth into the lore and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that goes to don't over-explain. That's where we're at on the list. It looks like don't over-explain.
Which I think we're over-explaining, but
it's we're hammering a point in though, right?
We want you guys to know.
We want who is this for? Why does it stand out? And why it will be remembered? That's how you want to think about your pitch deck, right? As a 3D animator, when I was going to school, they said put your very best or your second best shot at the beginning and your very best shot at the end, because that's, you want to wow them in the beginning and you want them to remember you, right? And then in the middle, you don't want to have mediocre, because you're only as good as your worst shot. So I would imagine the same goes for a pitch deck. You're only as good as your most mediocre page. So don't have any mediocre. You want every page to do a slam dunk. Don't over explain. They over explain. That's funny.
I over explain all day, every day. So
that's okay.
Yeah, if you got really powerful hero images, use them. Use them. Like everybody loves a good front page with like amazing hero image.
Right.
And, stay consistent throughout your deck as well. It's not supposed to be a scrapbook.
And I know that we were supposed to talk about a little bit about this later, but things to not do. Do not follow the instructions. Usually the instructions for publishers or investors are pretty clear exactly what they want. Or they're like, we want a pitch deck that has X amount of pages. Like, don't have a way different amount of pages in your pitch deck than what they want, because that's like, oh, well, if they can't even follow this simple direction, they're not even going to be considered. You know what I mean?
Which is such a shame. We see it with our Discord, our YouTube, and even our pitching competition we just did for pitch decks. People will not read very simple directions and send us a 51-page deck. We're not even going to look at a 51-page deck. You're just instantly getting moved to we're not going to move forward with this. So follow directions. If you want to have a really big elaborate deck for something, make it for yourself, set it aside, and then cultivate, a deck that's going to be great for emailing it, a deck that's going to be great for doing actual talking, presenting. Value their time. If you want to get in and you want your deck to stand out, just follow the directions, because if not, they're never going to look at it. And you're going to be wondering, why is my stuff not getting looked at? Well, you're probably not meeting their guidelines.
We're not saying this stuff to be mean or nitpicky or whatever. We want you guys to all succeed. I would love every single person that submits a pitch deck to succeed and get their game published or invested in or whatever. I want to see that. So, and it's hard when you are doing your project, because sometimes you fall in love with your project and what you think it should be. But in reality, what you think it should be, this may or may not be what people want. Like, I've recently been working on a puzzle game and I wanted to do it. It's a math puzzle game and I wanted people to figure stuff out in their head. But almost every single person that has given me feedback so far said that they want more information on the screen while they're figuring out the puzzle. And in my mind, I'm like, well, the whole point of this was to figure it out in your head, but nobody wants that. So what I think could be good, it might not be good. So that's, you got to take that feedback and learn from it.
I've seen some great decks that haven't met guidelines. And I'm just like, oh, if you just would have trimmed out a couple of slides, like, you have such good potential. So it's a bummer. It's a bummer for everybody. So just read, save yourself a headache.
And I've been guilty of that. Get an email and there's instructions and I just kind of glance through it and then do whatever and then look at it later and be like, oh, I need to be more present in what I'm doing. So really, that's it. Being more present. All right, we have over-explained. We've ran this down people's throat, which is fine because we want you to succeed. That's the whole point. Jay wants you to succeed. Everyone here at Powell Group wants you to succeed.
And all of us at IGB as well.
At IGB as well. Well, we are part of Powell Group.
Yeah, we are, but not everybody knows.
We're the separate entity.
We're the cool ones. I'm just going to put that out there.
That's funny.
All right, so let's talk about what we have coming up next for IGB. May 27th, we're going to be having our next deep dive, which is all about building strong publishing partners. It is a free event. Tickets are free. It's our normal 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern across LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you get a free ticket, you will then get access to all of the speaker decks and any additional information that they might send us. So that's the difference between just a show up and a free pass. So I'm going to go ahead and post for anybody who's interested in taking a look at this event. I'm going to post the link for you guys now. You can also find this link on our website. It's going out in all newsletters, Discord announcements, stuff like that on our socials. So if you ever can't find it, and I put it on our YouTube homepage yesterday. So you can always stop in there, grab some links to be able to get what you need. But that's going to be coming up. We are looking for speakers for it. So if you know a lot of things about publishing, go ahead and put in a speaker submission. Our speakers do get a paid stipend courtesy of the Powell Group. So you do get your time valued and reimbursement for that. And they're a lot of fun. I love sitting and chatting with our speakers. It's always so much fun.
All the right before the event. Okay. We're just waiting for them to tell me to be ready to go, that they're clear. Yeah.
And then you got to make small talk.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at small talk, but
so you can go get some coffee or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm always like, well, we still got 10 minutes. If you need to use the restroom or stretch your legs, go now. And Travis was like, no, I'm just going to sit here and work. And then I felt the pressure to talk. So I was like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
He's like, shut up, I'm working.
And then he was like, I literally just told her I'm going to sit here and work. And now she's just desperately trying to make small talk.
She can't stand the silence.
It's just awkward. So
that's funny. My wife is like that as well. Sometimes I'll just won't say anything, and she can't stand the silence. She's got to say something sometimes. It's funny. It's great.
So if you want to be stuck backstage with myself or Jay or Indy, be a speaker, and then you can also go through the awkward small talk with us. It's an experience all in itself.
That's right. I mean, that's worth it. The whole thing.
Yeah. Totally the cherry on top.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what next? And our battle pass. So we introduced a battle pass at the beginning of this year, which covers all of our events plus 2 masterclasses that we're doing this year. After each event is completed, the battle pass price will go down to reflect the fact that you're not going to pay for an event that's already done and over with, and you won't have access to Meet to Match for it, so why pay for it? So our tickets right now for our upcoming 2 masterclasses, one in June. Heather Chandler is going to be doing a masterclass on the production toolkit every game team needs on June 17th. And then September 30th and October 1st is going to be our next Indie Game Business Sessions, and that will have Meet to Match attached. Now, with Meet to Match, when you upgrade to an all-access pass, you get 2 days of meetings through Meet to Match. So that's why the tickets are $60, because you're getting that, access to being able to have meetings, hold conversations with people, get your projects out there. They are the industry's leading platform in scheduling one-on-one meetings. And we also have them in our Discord during the sessions. So if you have any issues, you're going to get one-on-one set up and help support right then and there on the spot. So we try to make everything as easy for people who did buy tickets, stuff like that. So after our September event, which will, again, have Meet to Match, will be an October masterclass by me. I'm going to be doing a masterclass. Let me look at the date because I've already forgotten it. October 20th. I'll be doing a masterclass on community management, the basics. So if you want to learn more about community management, or if it's a role that you're really considering getting into, stop in and, I may teach you something, or I may just ramble like I do during podcasts. I will teach.
It's a gamble.
Yeah, I will teach, but probably also ramble while I'm teaching. But I've done a few of these. I'm getting better at them. So that's pretty much what we have coming up. That's a paid for opportunity. And then our May deep dive will be free. And then our deep dive in December on December 9th is all about marketing, how to properly market your game. That's going to be another free event where if you get a ticket, you get access to all the speaker decks and all the additional information that they provide.
Mm-hmm. Did you mention September 30th?
Yeah, that's the Meet to Match one. September 30th and October 1st will be Meet to Match. September 30th will be our sessions. That one's all about path from storefront to sales. So how to make your store, your Steam look good. What kind of sales to get into? Like if you're going to do the summer sales, the fall sales, the winter sales, how to actually promote sales and increase them for your game.
That's going to be good because people will be talking about there's a lot of people talking about when you should put your demo up, right? I love demos. I'm so glad that demos is now the trend that it has been for the past year or so. I love to download demos
having
and play
them back for
All
sure.
Right. I get distracted though, so I've got to. Oh, this looks cool, and now's the time because of Next Fest. I'm getting all these emails. So I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah.
But we've decided to do like a whole ladder for you guys this year. So this month's event was all about pitching. Get your pitch decks ready, practice how you're going to pitch, stuff like that. And then the next step is, well, what do you do once you do find a publisher? What happens when, you accept a deal and you start forming this marriage with them? And then after that will be, okay, so you got the deal, your game's out. Well, how can you, better profit from all of your work? How are you going to meet these sales? What should you be getting involved in? How can you make your Steam page look better, or whatever platform you're using's page look better? And then we'll end it with some marketing, because that's always something that people need to refresh on. Trends are constantly changing. Algorithms are so wonky. So this way you have a full year of prepping you to get you where you need to be.
And the marketing one is December, huh?
December 9th. It's a deep dive.
Oh, that's perfect, because that'll give you just like because at the end of the year, it's usually like, but that's going to give you like a fresh fire so that you can go into the new year with a fire under your behind.
It'll definitely help you start planning out how you want to do 2027 and what strategies you're going to use.
Yeah, that's 2027. Wow.
I know. I feel so old.
Already talking about it.
I found a video of me playing Guitar Hero with my roommate from college. This was like after we had graduated college. He was 18 years old, and I posted it on Facebook. I was like, Amber, how do we get so old? Like, when has this happened?
Yeah.
Old.
Yep. Pretty soon you get some gray.
Oh, my hair is already littered with grays. I've decided I'm not even gonna stress it. So we talked about the summary of the talks. We talked about what's next, our battle pass. Talked about Meet to Match. Dan, I'm going to hand it over you to talk about this awesome new opportunity we did this month, where we did a pitching competition.
Yes.
It's the first time we've ever done it. So Dan.
We did a pitching competition, as Ash just said. It was amazing. There was 121 or 21 decks. We gave away $3,000 prizes. Let me add this to the stage here. The 2026 best pitch went to Second in Games. The winner of the most anticipated games went to Void Cup. And the best presentation went to Phenomena Studios. Now, those videos are not public. We can just announce that. But there was a lot of feedback, which we talked about earlier. Number one, read the rules and the expectations of a contest or what you're pitching to, because if you don't follow the rules, that's like an immediate disqualification. We're going to do more of the pitch. Yes. Yay. That is new news to us.
That is.
So make sure and just read the instructions. read the instructions, because there were submissions that would not even have were not even really a submission because they weren't a pitch deck. Let's see. Yeah, I would announce the games, but I'm not. I'm just announcing the studios. So what will happen for the next pitch deck competition, I'm sure it'll be the same, is that we will have some experts, publishers, investors come in and be the judges. You'll go on our private YouTube channel, run a private video. You'll pitch right to those. Everybody had 7 minutes to pitch. There was no Q&A, no anything. So you just come in, you pitch, and that's it. You don't get feedback. You don't get anything. So it's really just like pitching to an investor or a publisher, because they're not going to give you feedback. So you get 7 minutes. You have exactly 7 minutes. Fill up those 7 minutes for sure. Use every single minute. But it was a great time. I had fun, and there was a lot of talk, and it was super interesting. And we are just so happy that they all got those prizes. So great job.
We're very proud of them. They did great work.
Yep.
Everybody did good though. Like it was really hard to narrow it down to 8 finalists, and then thankfully it was all on the judges to pick the winners.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to learn, that we can lead into the next thing. If you want to learn, every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we do pitch deck reviews in the Discord, and that's discord.gg/IndieGameBusiness. And if you want, we have a form that you can fill out if you want to get a pitch deck review, and it's on the Discord. So if you join our Discord, that's where the form is. And then we also do bi-monthly on YouTube from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern. And the next one is March. What is it?
We don't have a date yet, but it will be March. It'll be next month.
Okay. And then, of course, every Friday we've got Indie Game Business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of that, we're changing things up for our podcasts, which is probably why everybody's like, what's this after the event debrief? Yeah, this is new. This is new for us. We've never done this before. We're kind of winging it, so bear with us. So we're going to start doing post-event discussions after all of our major events, so 4 times a year. Jay is now going to be doing fireside chats as a podcast as well, which next Friday, February 27th, will be our first fireside chat. It'll be Jay and Heather Chandler. They're going to be discussing production stuff, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just going to be a really chilled storytelling. Like you're going to be able to hear people's actual experiences and stuff like that. And then all the other podcasts, which will be just like normal podcast, Mr. Dan Indy Long will be our main podcast host. So he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe every once in a while Jay will pop in, but we'll see.
He's a busy man. He's which is why we've had to change stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited about the fireside chats for sure. I think that's going to be just a really nice breakup of things. And don't forget, for the actual pitch deck reviews, all the pitch deck reviews that happen in the Discord, anybody is welcome to join, listen in, watch the actual deck be presented, listen to the feedback, take your own notes. Whatever's in the Discord, though, is not recorded. So if you're feeling apprehensive about submitting your deck because you don't want the world to see it yet, Discord is 100% for you. Nobody's recording anything. If you decide to do our YouTube pitch deck reviews, that will be recorded and also streamed live and live on our YouTube indefinitely. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want to go public yet, Discord's 100% for you. If you don't care and you want your stuff out there, YouTube is definitely for you.
Because publishers and investors do watch that stuff.
They do.
Mm-hmm. So it's okay to get feedback on stuff.
And another promoting it too. I promote our YouTube pitch deck reviews all the time.
And another thing about pitch deck reviews is not everyone agrees on certain things. So you may hear Jay give some feedback about something and Omar, thinks something different. For example, Jay likes the about page towards the end, and I believe Omar likes it
at the
closer
beginning,
to
I think,
at the
or
beginning.
vice versa. One of them likes it in the front. One of them likes it further back in the slides.
Mm-hmm. And so it's a speculative thing, but it's opinions from an expert. So that's a lot better than opinions from people that don't look at pitch decks all day long, So that's very exciting. Wow, we're killing it, Ash. We're only 36 minutes in.
I know. And I think we've gone through everything that we wanted to talk about. So guys, if you have questions, now's the time to ask them. Yeah. Oh, and I'll touch base on the fact that we're going to be introducing talks within our Discord. So like hour-long, I don't know, like mini masterclasses in a sense, where people are going to come in and do a lecture. We've done a few in the past. Our first one this year, I really have my fingers crossed that we can get this arranged sometime soon, is going to be Make-A-Wish. We are doing a ton of stuff with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're definitely excited to be behind such an amazing charity. I've been talking a lot with April and Ian. I'm going to try to get them in our Discord, get them on our podcast as well, to go over ways that indie developers can get involved with making a child's dream come true. And publishers, investors as well. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Give out those keys,
Yeah.
Help these kiddos.
You want to know something that's amazing? So Make-A-Wish is huge. I mean, like everybody knows about it. April is the U.S. She's the person, right?
No, Ian's US. April's Europe.
April's Europe, but it's just one person that runs the whole area. So there's Ian, because I thought she was US. Did she switch? Huh?
No, Ian's US. April is. I know April's in Canada, but Ian is our US representative.
Not US, but North America. That's what I meant.
Maybe that. I don't know what I have her down as, but yeah. They do a lot of work, and it's an incredibly small team. Incredibly small.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That just like so few people can get so much done.
And I've been chit-chatting with April and Ian about getting a list together for people to sign up for what they are willing to do. I looked over it the other day, and I think they're just waiting on them to get stuff situated. So I will be sending that out shortly. Well, whenever I get it. I shouldn't say shortly. But it'll cover things like, are you willing to, donate some keys, some merch? Sometimes kiddos just want to see how a game's made. So maybe just, do a little game jam or something and involve a kiddo. Some of them actually want to go to a studio and meet people. So if that's something that you would be completely comfortable and excited about, there's always that opportunity to make a kid's dream come true. So there's loads of different ways people can help. It doesn't always have to be like a monetized thing. But that is also really good to give out those keys and whatnot if you can actually do it. But that's why I'm looking at publishers and investors, and publishers specifically. Round up those keys. Give them to some kiddos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. I get super excited. I love having meetings with them, and I can't wait for everything to kind of come to fruition, and then we can start actually doing stuff instead of me just talking about it.
And it be public information, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know about that, so I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, no, I've been keeping it pretty close to my chest, trying to get stuff done on my end. But I do want to remind you guys again that we are going to be bringing stuff like that. Hopefully going to have them on the podcast soon and Discord events. So if there's something that you are really interested in for a Discord event, say there's a topic that you feel like we're just not covering enough, or it's been a really long time since we've had somebody as a guest for something, send us those, just let us know. Send us those suggestions in the Discord, or send us a contact thing on our website, or post them here in the chats. We always want to know what more we can do to benefit you guys. At the end of the day, none of this is for us. It's all for the indie space. So if we're not doing, touching base on something that you are really, really interested in, you have to let us know.
Mm-hmm.
You have to let us know.
Yeah, for sure. What, like, anything, like it could be anything, like, hey, maybe you guys should do a game jam, or would you do this, whatever. Just let us know your thoughts, because we want to do that. Okay, we have a question in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Solo, here, maybe let me just put it up on screen real quick.
Oh, and I'll read it.
They have
So,
the IGB
oh,
tag as well.
yay! I
Yeah.
love when people have the IGB thingy. So, Solo Dev here. How often do you do the pitching events in front of industry persons outside of the practice runs where you normally get advice and feedback? This was our first time doing
Mm-hmm.
a pitching competition. We've been a part of stuff like that, where like we did a big pitching event with Signals. Jay goes to Mexicali and does a pitching event and stuff like that. But this is the first time where we ourselves have done it. I don't know how often it'll be, but that's not going to be we're not going to be a one and done. Like Jay's already said, we're going to be doing more.
Yeah, we just got confirmation just like
Yeah.
15 minutes ago.
Yeah. So just keep reminding us, being like, hey, when's that coming up? Or if you guys want to see like game jams or stuff like that. We had asked about it a while ago if people would be interested in us hosting a game jam, and it didn't seem like anybody was really interested. So if you are, just got to let us know.
Yeah, and we have a Share Your News channel. So anything that you've got going on, whether it's like, oh, you want to share a social post, or you want to share your Steam demo for Steam Next Fest, or anything that you want to share in there so people can get their eyes on it. We also have a looking for work channel. So if you're looking for a job, post in there. And we also have a hiring channel. So if you are hiring somebody, post in there, but don't get them mixed up.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. About it a lot. So Jay said he's currently thinking we'll be doing another one of ours in like 6 months. So I'm excited.
There's a runway. Yeah, there's a runway. I want to see twice the amount of submissions this time. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to have
way more.
Yeah.
I want Jay to be crying because he has to do so many weekends of reviewing pitches.
Right.
That's the goal, people. Make Jay cry.
Make Jay cry.
But don't put Margarita to sleep.
Yeah. That's the number one stuff. And go and look at the playlist, right? Go and look at the playlist. I'm going to, let's see, do I have the link to the playlist? I do have the link to the playlist right here. If you missed the event yesterday, there's the whole spiel is right there. Great stuff. Everything from like, hey, why me? Why me? I didn't say it. I didn't say I wanted to make you cry.
I'm the favorite child, Dan. Just accept it.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Yeah, there's the playlist right there. I mean, there was some great stuff. There was also tidbits of information. There was a lot of stuff that was repeated in multiple ones, but there was some really good tidbits of information that I haven't even heard. So yeah, check it out. We've got other playlists. What else we got, Ash?
Oh, and for anybody who did get either a paid for ticket for Wednesday's sessions or grabbed a free ticket, speaker decks are going out this afternoon. So just make sure whatever email you signed up for your ticket with, just keep a tabs on that. The decks will be sent out.
Yeah, that's great. Let's play games now, Ash. What's your favorite game that you're playing right now?
Oh, man. I'm back on an ARC kick. Even clustering servers. If you guys play ARC Ascended and you want a really cool server, hit me up. But all-time favorite. Let's do all-time favorite games, Dan. My all-time favorite game is BioShock 2. What is your all-time favorite game?
I don't really have an all-time favorite. Honestly, I don't, because I bounce around. Like I've been on a Metroidvania kick, and then I actually Mutagenics. I have not played that yet.
I literally sent Margarita a link for that, and I was like, "This looks pretty good." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, somebody had just sent Diego the link." So her and her partner were both watching them on different computers at the same time. I plan on getting it. It definitely looks like something I would be into for sure.
I didn't get this game right when it came out, but the game that I've been playing, like, oh man, I just want to relax for a little bit, is Mega Bonk. Have you played Mega Bonk?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh man, it was big there for it's like Vampire Survivors, but it's 3D, and then people stack on top of each other, and it gets crazy.
I've been on a really big like management city builder before I started playing Ark. Like I went into like a massive medieval dynasty, like rabbit hole. But there's a couple other city, like medieval city builders that I've been playing on Steam as well. I've just been on one of those kicks lately. It really depends. There's a couple shooter looters that are coming out that I'm excited about that will maybe break my management building rabbit hole I've been in lately. Everybody's playing a lot of cool games.
Yeah, Warrior Flight says like Tomb Raider, but it is quite wild. Looking for the next few coming out this year next. I've also been on like an indie. It's an indie pixel game, turn-based. It's called Some of You May Die. The demo just came out on Steam. It's going to be on Steam Next Fest. And it's turn-based, and it's super deep. Like I didn't realize how deep it was until I really got in and looking at all the stats of everything. It is so super deep. It's pretty cool. And I'm not a big turn-based fan, even though for the past almost 2 years I was working on a turn-based mobile game. But maybe that's what it was. That kind of got me into playing little turn-based ones a little bit more.
I'm not a big turn-based person. There was this game on Sega back when I was like little that was kind of like, I mean, it is turn-based, but you were all like these fantasy characters, and I can't think of what it was called, and you had to like go through the castles and whatnot. And I played the crap out of that, and then I bought it for Steam so I could play it again as an adult. I haven't touched it for a while, but my most anticipated game right now is Join Us. If anybody knows the people who have made Join Us, send them my direction, because I would love to have them on the podcast and sit and talk to them. But it's this, again, a management. I don't know why I've been on one of those kicks, but it's a cult management game that looks phenomenal.
There was somebody that posted in the Discord. It's a game called Snack Invaders. It's their first game. Snack Invaders. It's like a first-person shooter. That was kind of interesting. Let's see who else had posted in the Discord. There's some really, you know what? Keep an eye out in the Discord, because people post some really, really good games, and I wish I could play them all. Some of them I look at, I'm like, oh my god, that looks so cool.
I've done play testing because people have posted a game that I'm just like, that looks really good, and I messaged them being like, I see you're looking for play testers. Can I participate? So you never know who's going to reach out to you when you post your stuff.
Yeah, we actually, in play testing right now, it looks like there is a message for Clerks and Quirks. I'm just shouting out what's in there. Hello, everyone. There's a big Quebec celebration festival on Steam, and that's one of the games. Slots and Diapers, Snack Invaders. I'm just reading them now. That one's on Google Play. And then people also post like, hey, if you're getting your game on mobile on Google, you have to have a certain amount of playtesters for a certain amount of game. So if you are doing a game that is on Google Play, that's on mobile, and you need that, please go ahead and post in our Discord so people can volunteer to do that. Let's see, another game, Sunyata. What's this one? Wizards versus Goblins. Oh, Echo Weaver. That's a really good one. I mean, there's so many. I'm just scrolling up through the playtesting. There is so many interesting. There's Echo Punk. Oh gosh, there's so many cool ones. So please,
I don't want to interrupt Dan, so I'm just putting it up.
No, you go ahead.
People are doing playtesting this weekend. If anybody wants in,
yes, please.
You never know.
Please post about that again in the playtesting.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam. sorry we didn't get to meet up when I was in Texas. We were in Texas, but then we left. So we're back in Florida.
Wow, you just kind of bailed on Sam?
Yeah.
That's
well, he
rude.
never messaged me back. I'll blame it on him.
Ooh, drama. Spill the tea.
Spill it. No, Sam's super cool.
Yeah. Heard from my son. This is on Discord. Heard from my son. Developers can create on Roblox. Guess there's like 40 million games there. Heard of it, but checked it out recently. We had somebody on I don't know if it was the December's deep dive or if it was podcast where I think it was the deep dive where they were talking about how like companies are getting inside of Roblox, and I think it was like Louis Vuitton or Coach or some, I don't know, like big handbag type company sold a pixel version of their purse for like $9,000 in game. I was like, that's just so crazy. But there is a huge amount of creators on Roblox now. It seems like everybody's jumping on board for it. Lots of opportunities.
And Fortnite too. Like last year, at the end of last year, we had the founder of Bungie. He was on the show, and he has a Fortnite experience publisher, and that was super interesting. Yeah, it's super, super interesting.
So I had to play Fortnite. When I was a streamer, I used to be a partnered streamer. And my goal was if we hit like $5,000, I would play Fortnite because battle royales are just not my style of game. And of course we hit it. And my first kill in Fortnite was when everybody goes in for like the first match ever. I found a boat and I ran around and just like ran people over with the boat. And I was the last one standing. And I was like, how is this possible? So it was actually a lot of fun. I played it for a week. It was the only time I played it. Because again, battle royals are just not for me. But I had a lot of fun. I thought I would be miserable. And I had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I have a Fortnite tattoo.
Do you really?
Here, let me. It's one of the old Fortnite characters. I don't know if you can see it. See, it's the old Fortnite character, and then it says instead of Fortnite, it says Honeys because that's Rochelle's little nickname username for her. But yeah, this is like the old original from season 1 character. Oh, you can't see it, but she is holding, instead of a weapon, she's holding clippers because Rochelle was a barber.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I have 2 BioShock tattoos, but I've not shaved my legs this week, and I don't feel like lifting my leg up.
I've also got Gears of War tattoo right here.
Nice. I used to play the crap out of Gears of War.
I've got it's a dude with a lancer. Oh, it's right here. That's what it is. It's a locust. Look at his face.
That's pretty cool.
And he's got a chainsaw lancer. Yeah, so biker gamer. Well, what else we got, Ash? We got, besides 6 minutes. Anybody have any questions or want to talk about anything?
Somebody said that, here, we'll pop this up. So someone on YouTube had the pleasure of meeting Jay last summer in Ecuador. And he gave us some useful tips for our pitch deck. Jay is constantly traveling. If you can track him down, if you're at the same event, meet with him. 100% worth it. Once he gives me his schedule and he remembers to give me his schedule, I'll post about it on our socials and in our newsletter. So that way people know that he's taking meetings on whatever platform, but definitely worth meeting with him or anybody on our team. Our team's going to be doing a lot of traveling this year. So always look out for us. Sometimes we're cool.
Sometimes.
I don't want to like toot our own horn or anything, but we're pretty rad. Anybody else have any gaming tattoos? Let us know.
Yes, drop some pictures into the Discord. We need a gaming tattoo section, Ash.
We do. Yeah.
No, I think we've got, let's see, what do we got here? Community circle. You can do it in pets. Pets, share your news. If you know of any game jams, also post into the game jam chat. industry events that you're going to. Look, there was a free GDC ticket extension on the deadline. Someone just posted that the other day. Well, that was 5 days ago. Oh, Boston Game Dev is partnering with PAX East to host a 10 by 20 foot booth this year. That's pretty cool.
In our Discord, Warrior of Light said that they did play a cool bike stunt game recently. It was free, but selling for cheap now. It has 400 levels plus bonus levels that are tough. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. Well, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
Jay, do you have anything else for us? Let's see if the Grandmaster has anything that we forgot to touch base on. Oh. No, we are not going to GDC. Jay's actually, he's been saying it for years. He's not going to GDC, and this is the first year that he's not. I'll believe it once GDC actually happens, but as of right now, none of us will be at GDC.
If you speak it enough times, it becomes truth, right?
He doesn't have GDC on his calendar. I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay on this decision, but we'll see.
Huh?
That's
awesome.
All right, Jay's being silent, so I'm cool to end a few minutes early because once it's done, I'm on vacation.
How long you're on vacation? You're off all next week, huh?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything?
No, cleaning, deep cleaning, spring cleaning.
Staycation.
Yeah, that's what it says across my calendar. I have it marked out. It says staycation. I'll be cleaning and doing adult stuff because what else do people do when they don't have to work? I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you very, very soon. No, not going. Final answer. Final answer.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Have a blessed weekend.
All right. See you guys.